Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Immediately following the Brussels, Belgium airport and subway bombings, killing at least 30 and wounding 230, world leaders raised their voices to once again demonstrate their true lack of understanding of the perspective of the people, instead bleating out like sheep the same old message of vigilance and security theater we have all grown to loathe.
Perpétré, faisant de nombreux morts et plusieurs dizaines de blessés.
Des gendarmes supplémentaires
400 extra police officers have been deployed in the airports in the Ile-de-France area, that's Roissy and Orly,
dans les espaces publics et dans les zones réservées.
and in public areas.
Aussi le cas.
All levels of government in Germany
in unserem Land getan.
are working towards the goal to provide maximum security
sind Terroristen
for the
ohne
people of Germany.
The Charlie Hebdo, Paris, and San Bernadino massacres should be a clear indication that the claims of ISIS that this is only the start of the storm aren't to be taken lightly. And these attacks were undertaken by a wave of ISIS that was allowed to grow in the belly of Europe like a cancer, a caliphate disguised as the huddled masses. But it was Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump whose comments flew through the fog of New World Order drivel to alert those with ears to listen.
With the chopping off of the heads and what's going on, the brutality, you've got to hit ISIS so hard and you've got to take them out and not play tiddlywinks like we're playing right now.
There's something going on, Maria. Go to Brussels, go to Paris, go to different places. There's something going on, and it's not good, where they want Sharia law, where they want this, where they want things that, you know, there has to be some assimilation. There is no assimilation.
What do you think of the New York Times? They took you to task about your assessment of Brussels. Were you right?
Of course. I mean, you take a look at it. Brussels is a disaster.
Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz played his hand early, immediately demonizing Trump's rhetoric, while the body count in Belgium continued to rise.
It is striking that the day after Donald Trump called for America weakening NATO, withdrawing from NATO, we see Brussels, where NATO is headquartered, the subject of a radical Islamic terrorist attack.
President Obama, not to be ignored, asked to be indulged on the matter, and then proceeded to spew out more divisive and failed leadership rhetoric.
Please indulge me. I want to comment on the terrorist attacks that have taken place in Brussels. And this is yet another reminder that the world must unite. We must be together, regardless of nationality or race or faith, in fighting against the scourge of terrorism.
Clearly, the elite speak a completely different language than the average citizen, and their New World Order motives are blatantly obvious at this point. Are we all truly prepared to endure exponential suicide bombings on the scale and scope witnessed for decades in the Middle East, now shifting to Europe and the United States? Or will we finally hold the globalist puppets that have kidnapped the globe's governments accountable for the unyielding horror they are ultimately responsible for? John Bound for Infowars.com.
The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs, sourced from powerful organic herbs, and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super male vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your super male vitality.